Hello everybody, how are y'all doing tonight? I hope you guys are well. It is a Thursday. We are back on FS17 Estancia, Lapacho. We are going to be planting tonight. We need to pick up the straw. Hopefully the silo will accept it because I want to keep this for our future Brahmin cows we're going to be getting. That is what we're one of the things we are working towards here on this map is some Brahmin cows so that we can see how they looked in FS17 and compare them to how they are going to look in FS25 at the end of October. So hopefully our silo takes them because I don't have any of my FS17 modded multi-fruit silos. If not, we'll have to find somewhere to store this for now. And then we are going to plant. And then we'll see where we're at that point. We have 2 fields to plant, I think. And then if we have time after that, we will do some contracts, I think. Because, unfortunately, that is going to be our source of income until our sugarcane grows. Because everything else we're planting, these other 2 fields are going to be planted in grass so that we can start storing up feed for the cows. And then after that one time of sugarcane in that small field, we will probably switch that to like wheat or barley or something that will give us more straw. We might switch that out between sugarcane and a crop for straw. That's the only field I'm willing to plant cane in. These other 2 fields we have are way too big. So we'll probably switch that one out between sugarcane and a straw crop. Or if we get a bunch of excess grass, we might plow one of these fields up that we're going to plant in grass tonight and do a straw crop on it. So we have options. Also, we will be expanding the farm to more fields sooner than later, hopefully. Because we'll be keeping the straw from like the wheat or barley, but we'll be selling the actual wheat or barley. So that will be some income too, on top of contracts. And like I said last week, in this game, every contract you do, I don't remember if it topped out, but the contracts you do on a field lower the field price. I think this is the way over to the silo system. Maybe? I was just over there, but I don't remember the exact roadway to get over there. Maybe not. Where was that? I gotta reacquaint myself with this farm layout. It's been a hot minute since I've been on this map, so might take me a minute to remember exactly where everything is and what roads you need to take to get where. There it is. Over there. Okay. I don't know where we're gonna put this if this silo doesn't accept it. I don't know if there's something else we can put down. I do not remember. Yeah. Rebel. What did we do with this? Do we have implaceables? As I said, if I had my mods, I have some multi-fruit silos, but I don't have my mods. We might have to jump out and grab a... Hold on. Let me see. I can quickly find the FS17 multi-fruit silo. Oh, that's not what I want. I said FS17. FS17. What's this one? That could work. I want to buy all fruit silo. What is this? It's 22. I don't want FS22. I typed in 17. Alright. Another thing we could do. Save. Save game. Quit game. We'll go look at the FS17 mod hub real quick. If we don't find anything there, I have a third party one that I could grab. What category were silos in? DLC? Latest harvester map. Mod contest. I wish they would bring this back. I loved the mod contest. It was so good. package tool. Best downloads, updates, most downloaded. Other maybe? Are these silos? Tool? Oh, where were the silos? It's been so long since I played FS17. That's kind of cool. Wait, what was this? Oh, I forgot about that. Nothing we're gonna use. No teleport. Oh. Where are the silos? Dang it. Best was like the mods with the highest ratings. Chopped straw mod has been around since 17. Object, maybe? I can't insert the FS17 mod hub. I love those. We're probably not gonna use them on this map, but while I was in here, I figured we would grab the pig food silo. I might just have to jump out and grab the one I found online. Throw it in my mods folder real quick. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna throw up my BRB, but I'll be here. I'm just gonna go grab this mod and throw it in real quick. Let me bring up chat back up. Create downloads and oh, get out of here. Come on. The dang mod. There we go. Got it. Don't need anything on there. On the window. Downloads. Copy. Actually, why did I do that? documents, my games, 17, mods, haste. Had I remembered that the 17 silos, like usual, I don't know why I didn't think of it. Huh? Where's my mod? Huh? Why did that not work? Was I supposed to extract that? No. Oh, that's why. Come on, get out of here. Let's try this again. FS17 multi-fruit. And it gives me FS22 and FS25 mods. Hold on, guys. Past 19. Come on. Multi-fruit silo, 25. I don't want 25. Nor do I want 22. Why is it so hard to find 17 FS17 mods? Oh. If I search, does it give me 25 or does it give me 17? food. So, refab. Multi-storage, that might be what we want. Okay. These are all 17. Let me grab these real quick. We'll look at them in game. I am going to quickly bookmark this as FS. Come on. Bookmark bar. Downloads. Documents. I got rid of that 22 one, right? Yes, I did. Okay. We're back in. So what happens when you try and do a series like this on the fly? There might be times where we have to jump out and add mods real quick. Which in 17 isn't a huge deal, because I don't have a lot. Alright, let's see if we can find a silo we can put somewhere that's gonna work for us. Now, okay, it only goes back and forth between brands and categories. Okay. Oh, come on, stop. Will you stop it? Thank you. Now we should go under placeables. Should have some more silos here, I think. Yes. don't have enough money for that one, but I think that's the one I want because I know it's gonna take what I want. Thing is, I don't know if I remember how to take out loans in FS17. There we go. Okay. Think that's where we want it. There we go. Now, the thing about 17, when you're placing items, you have to remember, FS17 didn't have like a, terraforming menu, so you can't like manipulate the land. You can't like smooth out stuff, an area. If you have a bump where you put something, you can't smooth it out. It's definitely something we have to keep in mind when we're placing stuff here in 17. I don't think I can get through here. Can I turn this around? I can back it up. I always forget that you can't get through that way. Well, so now we have a loan. I'll have to remember to try and get that paid off. Nice thing is, here's our cow barn. Yeah, back at it. Alright. Now we can get the straw picked up and get to planting. What? I hope we have a planter besides the sugarcane one on this farm here, because we're back down to pretty much $57,000 and we can't take out any more of a loan right now, so If we don't, we might have to do some contracts before we can start planting. I guess. Go down the garage and see what we have. Which, I want to get that case, ugly case out of here. I mean, we have that. We have that. Yeah, I think that's our option. For grass, I think that's our option. Which isn't bad for these fields. It will take a little bit, but... not nearly as long as last week planting that sugarcane 2 rows at a time. Which, before stream, during the 10-minute countdown, I was running around here. You guys know how we bought sugarcane pellets last week? Yeah, we didn't have to do that if we just explored the farm a little bit. Because I found 4 sugarcane pallets here on the farm. So, we'll have to remember that next time we plant sugarcane. I'll have to try and remember that. We don't need to buy any because we have some on the farm here. And also, I meant to say this at the start of stream, I apologize for the change in stream time and then being a little bit late still. I was trying to finish recording the end of a video real quick, and it took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, so I apologize for that. And we're full. You can definitely see where that new silo system is. That thing's giant, but that's probably one of my favorite FS17 silos. This guy right here is probably, if not my favorite, one of my favorite FS17, like, mod hub FS17 silos. There's some third-party ones for 17 that I like better than this, but I couldn't find any of those for some reason, so I went with the next best, which is working, and we had a spot for it. Which, I was worried we weren't gonna have a spot for that, but so I found one that worked out. But yeah, if we if we had explored around the farm some last week, there's 4 pallets of sugarcane right here. And funny thing is, we teleported over to this star a few times last week, and I never looked over there to that side. I found that kind of funny. Like, we tapped over to that star quite a few times, and I never turned the camera to that side. I wish the YouTube raids worked the same as, Twitch. Because if he was still going after I'm done, I would send y'all over to K-Sims, but I think I have to, like, set up with him to be able to raid out to him or whatever they call it. I can't remember what they call it right now, but I think you have to, like, set something up with that specific creator to do it. I don't know. It's not as simple as Twitch, where you can just type in a command and raid to whoever you want. I forget what they call it. They don't call it raids here on YouTube, but I forget what the term they used. But it's basically the same thing as Twitch raids, except for it's a little bit more complicated. It's not just put in a command and you can raid anyone you want. And they didn't call it raid. We don't seem to be getting the dropped frames tonight, like I was on, Monday. So that's good. And that's not the silo you need, glow stick. You need the one you put over here. This is the silo you need. Alright. Off to get more. Yeah, you just cannot get through this way. Now I think I got us stuck. Shoot. Yeah, there's a gate a fence right there. I just got stuck and I don't have super strength for 17 enabled right now. Crud. Unless... Shoot. I might have to go out and grab another mod, because I was stupid. Or it's empty, I guess. I could just get out and reset them. Reset. Can I get the tractor out now? There we go. We just have to go over to the store and grab our forage wagon back now. There we go. What tractor is this anyway? It's a Massey. Should have brought the case and sold that thing. I wonder if I can sell the case from the garage. We can. What at 35,000 pack? You know what? Let's sell that. We're gonna hook that up there. We are going to so in base game 17, John Deere wasn't base game. I have I had some mods for John Deere stuff, but John Deere didn't become base game until FS19. Where is it? I mean, I like that thing. That doesn't have enough horsepower. It only has 110 horsepower. I want something a little bit more than that. Again, the Steyr is cool. Not enough horsepower for what I want right now. We didn't get this Deutz. We did grab this Massey. Horsepower. I wish we had enough money to buy it. We don't. So, honestly, how much horsepower do these other tractors have? Honestly, I don't need this pickup. We're gonna sell some of this stuff we're never gonna use. We're doing loose straw, so we don't need any of this stuff. I don't use weights. Yeah, we should keep that subsoiler. I think we're gonna get rid of this Massey. And we're just gonna upgrade to that other one. What? We're gonna have to lease. We'll keep the Stara. I mean, this forage wagon is gonna look kind of small behind this guy, but this is a tractor we're not gonna have to upgrade for a while. We'll keep the Stara. I think we can use the Stara to plant. I don't think I need the big map up anymore. what we can do is go through here. And we're going to be putting grass in there. Loose grass, whatever, in there to give us silage. We're going to be using the bunkers. So, we'll eventually need, like, pallet forks and stuff back, but we're not to that point yet, so... And there's ones I like better than that. Even in base game FS17, those aren't my favorite front loaders and stuff, so we'll get the ones I prefer when we need them. Probably one more trip after this. We'll be done picking up this straw. But I told you guys that case was going pretty quick. I used it last week. That tractor is not my thing. I think once we have the money, though, we might do a Massey farm on here. We'll probably eventually get rid of that Stara, too, and return this Massey. And actually buy us a couple Massey tractors. We are spending, I think, $2,000 a day we're going to be spending on leasing costs for this thing. I wish there was a lease to own mod for 17, but I don't think there is. That would be nice, but I don't think that was a thing. I wish Giants would give you that option, like, base game. Like, give us the option to lease vehicles the way we do now. Or, like, when you hit lease, bring up a option to lease like we do now, or do like a lease to own type of thing. Because not everyone who leases stuff just leases it to return. There's some people who actually do like they lease it to start with because they don't have the money to buy the full thing. And then they like eventually pay it off to where it's their own. Like, I'm pretty sure that's a real life thing that some people do. Now, I could be wrong. Let me know if I am. But I'm pretty sure lease to own is like something that actually can be done in real life. Just confuse myself and come in the other way this time. Alright. Let's go back and get the last little bit. I think it will fit in here. And by the size of the planter we have, I don't think we're gonna get 2 contracts tonight. I think we're gonna have to subsoil this field we're picking up straw on first. I don't think that is this a direct drill? It is, but still, that small. I think planting is going to take us a bit. So we'll probably call it after we're done planting, which, like I said, is going to be a while still. And we'll probably spend the stream next week working on contracts. Because we desperately need money now. Especially if we're going to be keeping up with $2,000 a month leasing costs on this tractor. Oh yeah, we can definitely fit these last 2 rows of straw in here. No problem. Like I said, we're going to be putting grass in both of these fields. So that we can have one for hay and one for silage. Instead of trying to divide up one field in half, we're just gonna do 2 grass fields, one for hay, one for silage, and call her done. And then, like I said, that field we have sugar cane right now, we'll do back and forth between cane and a crop we can get straw from. Alright, there we go. Let's go put this in the silo. Then we'll switch over to the Stara and start planting. I wish this game had like ground painting and stuff, because we would so make some roadways and make this new silo area look better. Yeah, we'll just throw this here for now. Now the question is, where is our planter? Where did I see that? there. Put our harvester. Was that in here? That's the subsoiler. Here we go. Rick Alt, how are you doing? Hello. There's our grass. At least that should be our grass icon. Yes. And there is fertilizer in here, so we're good there. I came to the wrong field. That is our cane field. I needed to go this way. And like, why didn't they continue this path from there out to here? That would make sense. Oh, you're fine. I appreciate when you guys can get in here, and I don't expect everyone to stay the full stream. Oh, you guys can come in and leave whenever. No need to apologize for being late. That field in front of us is ours too. I am good. Got a video that I've been working on, finished recorded today. I was a bit late to streaming tonight, so I was trying to finish recording a video. I should have videos tomorrow. I'm not sure. Actually, no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be my editing day. I'll have videos for you guys Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Of what I have recorded. Actually, I have to record Mondays, but Saturdays and Sundays are now recorded. They just need to be edited. Tomorrow night, we will be on Judith Plains again. Nice. I would like to dabble into the modding side of things more, but there's not enough time in the day. Twin, how many videos I put out for you guys, how much I stream, and other things that need to get done. I struggle to get done what I need to already. Just one of those things, if there was more time in a day, I would love to dabble more into the modding side of things. If you guys have not, do not forget to subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. I am trying to get this channel monetized. We're sitting at like 138 subs away from what I need sub-wise. Ish. Nice. So you're doing a PC only. Wait. So you're doing 2 maps? Am I reading that right? Okay. You're doing a PC only map, but your 4X map, but you're Going through Giants. Okay. I wish Giants would do 4X maps. I think the new gen consoles could handle them. New gen consoles are like portable PCs. Like, at least they're becoming the flippin' price of PCs. Like, you must as well get a computer that you can do more with than consoles anymore. I think I paid like the 200, 300 bucks for my PS4. And gosh, PS3, I think it was even cheaper than that. But like, I don't think you can get a PS5 for less than like 700 bucks now. Maybe that's a little high, but I don't think it is. I think I was watching a stream the other day and someone said they were looking at the prices of PS5s now and they're like 700 bucks. Because he was saying he was happy that he bought his when he did. This isn't too bad. We're getting through this field decent. This is the smaller of the two fields we have. Which, I'll have to decide which one is going to be hay and which one is going to be silage. I don't remember which one you need more of in 17. Yeah, exactly! I was under the price of it. Like, for that cheap, for that price, you could probably get a decent enough PC that you could do more with. Like, the price of consoles are ridiculous anymore. Like, I'm pretty sure I bought my PS4 for like 300 bucks, maybe. If it was that much. It might have only been like 250. Heck! I think I got this new PC for only $400 more. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this new PC I got was only $1,200. So for $400 more, you can get a, and I don't have a, like, my setup is nice now. For like $400 more than that, you can get a very good PC that does a heck of a lot more than a PlayStation. I just don't get the sense in consoles anymore how flippin' expensive they are. It's like you could save up for a little bit more, a little bit longer, and get something that's gonna do more for you than a PlayStation ever could. Like, for the price of them, I just don't get the point of consoles anymore. And as far as Farm Sim goes, you don't have to deal with mod space on PCs. You just have to deal with your storage space. You not only have more mods on Mod Hub, you also have third-party mods. Still. I mean, that's not as bad, but still. It still went up like $250 from the PS4s. I'm pretty positive I spent no more than $300. Like I said, I'm thinking it was $250 on my PS4. I just think the opportunity is greater with getting a PC. Mine broke. Shortly after I switched over to PC, my PS4 broke, so I haven't had that in years. I still have my PS3. But my 4 broke. I have a PS3 and a Wii I don't play. I think my PS2 ended up at one of my brother's houses. I don't know if they even have it anymore. So yeah, I pretty much don't have that anymore. Because I started gaming on a PS2. We might be good on fur. We're probably gonna need more seed, though. One of my favorite PS2 games, I don't know if any of you guys remember this game, was Smuggler's Run. I loved that game. Yeah, I'm glad we kept this starter tractor. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I am. This planter would have looked so small on the Massey. Yeah. I haven't been on either of my systems. I still have in a long time either. Hold on, I need to fix my headset. There we go. There's a piece of hair sticking out of the front of my headset. It's getting in my eye and annoying me. Really? Couldn't you just get this done in one pass? Well, we're gonna make it a little bit more worth it to do another one then. We're gonna buy one more pallet of seed. That's a doer, I think. Actually, maybe not. The last field we have to plant is a bit bigger than this one. Yeah. Jeez, I tried to play on my PS3 when my old PC broke. My old PC died on me. I tried to play my PS3. Where did my music go? I tried to play my PS3 and I didn't have a good controller for it. Okay, I guess it's just a quiet song. Okay, fine. Every controller I have for my PS3 has a stick drift, so it annoyed me. I really didn't get to play. And gosh, the Wii? It's probably been 5-6 years, if not longer. Alright, let's go to the shop, fill this up, and then we'll get to work on our last field we need to plant. But yeah, I wish they had continued this road and connected it with this one. And we go left out here. And the shop is a little ways up the road here. If I don't hit the gate on the way out like I just did. There we go. Oh, come on. Night, Rick. How are you? Yep, I'll be out here tomorrow night again. Right here on YouTube. We'll be on Judith Plains tomorrow. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, Carl, how are you? Anyway, yeah, I'm only planning this last field and that I'm going to be calling it myself for the night. Because the problem with FS17 contracts is once you start a contract, you can't quit out of the game until you finish it because it doesn't save it over. Counter 4? Yeah, pretty much. I was only planning a 2-hour stream tonight since I went late. So I got a late start. We're probably gonna surpass that. I think that next pallet is fertilizer, so I guess not. We're good on fert. We barely used any of our fert. How are you, Carl? I didn't get a chance to reply, but I saw your comment on last stream, Uton stream, I think it was. You like my Uton hand tool farm, huh? That was directed at Carl. Let's see. Can we get in without hitting that fence? We can. And I believe our other field is 2. Huh? What are those lines? Hmm? But yes, our next field is 2. Can't go this way. Is this working? Yes, it is. This one's gonna be a little bit harder to see where we have and haven't been. It might be closer to 2.5 hours by the time we finish this field, but that's fine. If we had another field to plant, I would go the 3 hours, but like I said, the way I don't like that I can't see if this is planted or not. We're in the right field. But what are these spots that we missed? I don't know. Whatever. We'll leave it for this cutting, and when the grass is grown, we'll be able to see where the empty spots are. Again, though, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to see where we're planting. There we go. Maybe that just wasn't field yet. It's so hard to tell. Sometimes. Because, like, the field dirt color isn't that far off from the road dirt color on this map. So sometimes it's a little hard to tell where your fields are. But yeah, we definitely were not on the field the first time I put this down back there. I think we're gonna do 2 headlands around this whole field. And then we'll do an extra 2 on the ends where we're gonna be going up and down. If that makes sense. You'll see as we progress here. What happened to my music again? I just have really quiet songs tonight. Yeah. You guys should be able to hear it fine. It's just how low I listen to the music on my end so that I don't feel like I'm talking over myself. Or talking louder than I need to because I need to talk over my music. But for you guys, the music volume should be fine. If not, let me know. Yeah, I think I tried to do a pass like right here, which wasn't fielded yet. So we have the sugarcane growing. We have these two grass fields growing. And then next week, we will do some contracts. Get some money, lower the field prices. We'll have to check, but I believe I've plant growth too fast. So I don't think it will be too many streams of contracts before we can harvest. Now, I have field discounts in 22, 25, but that's a mod. In 17, it was base game. Another one of those things, they changed the contract system in the newer games after this and took that out. Like, they changed the whole contract system starting in FS17 and took that out. But one of the things they brought back in 25 from 17 is the timed contracts. So not only in 17 does doing contracts lower your field prices, but you also have a time limit for that contract. And like I said, once you start a contract in 17, you have to play until you finish it, because if you save out and quit and come back in, it doesn't carry over. So in 25, they brought back the time contracts, but you can save out. Thank goodness that in 25 you can save out and come back in and your contracts are still there. And if you guys ever notice in my Let's Plays, my like 48 hours or 82 hours or whatever to do contracts, and yours are like way less than that, that's because I have a mod. I don't remember the exact name of that mod at the moment, but I have a mod that gives you more time to do the contracts. Do this pass up and come back, and then we can start doing our up and downs. Also, another change from 17 to 19 that they added in these older games, like 13, 15, 17, you have to physically go to the field in order to buy that field. And then starting in 17, they made it so that you can buy the fields right from the mini map. Or not the mini map, like the big map. Like, you can go in here and buy a field. You can click on the field number and visit that field. But you can't go in there and buy a field. But you can go into the menu like that in... That's how you buy fields now. In 19 and on, the only way to buy fields is through that map, which I think is nice. I don't know why I did that. We were going to start doing our up and downs. We'll start them from this side, I guess. Are we gonna have enough seed? Or are we gonna have to go get more? We could go on a golden nugget hunt for some money. You guys know the collectible system from 22 and 25? Well, that's another thing that in 22, they kind of changed how they did it a little bit. But that's something that was originally in 17. Except for they were golden nuggets in 17. Here in 17. So if we got 2 strapped for cash, I could find and download and put on here my golden nugget finder. We could go on a golden nugget hunt to get some money. If we need to. There we go, that's a little better. Turn the volume on my headset up a touch, so I can hear the music a little bit better. I know I missed a little bit right there. There we go. Methinks we're gonna need to go to the store and fill up on seed before we're done with this field. But I want to see how much I can get from this one fill up, so we're not gonna go fill up until it's empty. We are definitely gonna have to fill this up at least one more time. Alright. We need to go fill up. One more might do us. Might be close. There's quite a bit bigger field than the first one we did. I am definitely going to have to remember if we need more silage or hay. In this game when it comes to cows, because whichever one we need more of definitely needs to be the bigger of the two fields. Of course, I'm going the wrong way again. Actually, this way takes us out to that main road we need. And then I know where I'm going from here. Just navigating the farmyard that I'm still getting used to again. Alright, let's get her filled up again. And that was fertilizer, and we need more. Ah! There we go. We have to remember our trailer, grain trailer, is over here and come grab that at some point. Hopefully, this will do us. Oh, of course. Our field is right there. I think this fence ends right up here. It does. Alright, let's see if we can get this field finished here. Hopefully this is enough seed. And we filled up on fert. So, hopefully, we'll be good to finish her up here. Another reason why we need to do contracts, besides the fact that we have a loan, is we need mowing equipment. We need grass work equipment. We're gonna need mower. We're gonna need a tedder. We have a bunker silo over there, so we don't need a baler. We're just gonna do everything loose. Like I said, if we are missing any spots, once this grass grows once, we'll be able to see what we missed better. Like, I think I missed some in a couple passes over, but I'm not 100% sure. starting to be able to see the other side of the field over there. Yeah, I don't know why I thought we would have time to do any contracts tonight. It's all good. We're gonna spend the stream next week doing contracts. I think we're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna have enough seed and fruit. We should be good on seed and fert. Yeah, definitely. Not gonna get the contracts. Once we're done planting, we're gonna call it there. I definitely think we've missed some spots too, but like I said, we'll get them when we can see where they are better. I think with grass grown, we're gonna be able to see any spots we've missed a lot better than we can right now. I put in that silo, but we're not going to be using too many mods on here. I might put in a FS17 super strength though, just in case we need it, so that we don't have to, especially as we start expanding to more fields, if we need to, like, if we're way at the top of the map somewhere, I don't want to have to come back to the shop if I, like, flip or something. So, I might put in a FS17 super strength. I believe there was I think it was a third party, but I believe there's a super strength I've used for 17 before. But I don't want to get too crazy with mods on this one because of what I'm trying to show off in this series. This little mini series until the FS25 Year 2 expansion comes out. We're not going to get super mod heavy. But I am, at some point soon here, going to be bringing back Throwback Thursday videos as well. And in those series, we're gonna go all out and use a lot of the mods and stuff I use. We're gonna be pulling out some of the FS17 modded John Deere tractors and stuff in those videos. I forgot what map we're gonna be doing. We're also gonna be going back and forth like we do for Survival Mondays. We're gonna be doing FS17 and FS22 for our first Throwback Thursday Back to It maps. I'm not gonna say I know what 22 map we're gonna be doing, but I'm not gonna say. All I'll say is it's one I streamed towards the end of FS22 being the current game. That's the only hint I'll give to what 22 map we're going back to. But I have a mod conflict in 22 I'm trying to figure out. And that's the map I want to start with. So videos won't be coming back just yet. I haven't quite figured out my 22 mod conflict. But they'll be coming back soon as well. And like I said, I'm not sure what 17 map we're going to be doing. But we're going to be pulling out some mods for that. We might... I'm trying to decide between 3 maps for 17. One of them is probably my favorite 17 mod map. And the other 2 have production chains on them. And I'm not sure which one I want to do yet. I'm leaning towards one of the ones with factories on them. But yes, modders have been doing factories in Farm Sim long before Giants started doing them in FS22. I think modders have been doing like factories and like the production chain idea since FS15. But yeah, that's partially where my love for production chains came. And that when Giants added them to base game, it just expanded that love I have for productions. So I'm leaning towards one of the FS17 production maps I have. I'm just not sure which I want to do yet. I might throw up a poll on my community page and see if you guys have any input. That's an idea. Leave it up until I figure out my 22 conflict. I might do that. See if you guys have any input. If not, I'll just make the choice. But maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll throw up a poll on my community page. for what FS17 map you guys want to see for the reboot of Throwback Thursdays. I'll let you guys pick the first map we do if you guys have any input. Out of the ones I give you guys, which I have 3 in mind, and I believe that's how many choices you can do in a YouTube poll, if I remember right. Two more passes should get her done here, I think. Yeah, I think one more after this will get her done. If you know where that quote comes from, let me know. I think we'll just plan for 3-hour streams on this map. That's fine. Doesn't even seem like I've been streaming for 3 hours, honestly. As long as I make sure I get something to eat before stream, I'm good to go for 3 hours. There we go. That is going to do it for tonight. In the next one, which will be Thursday next week for this map, we will do some contracts. We need some money that will also lower the prices of the fields. But I will see you guys tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. or around there. For some right here on YouTube, Judith Plains will continue that. And if you guys have not, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Have an awesome night, and I will see you all tomorrow.